It's time for another episode of Ask Tony Tuesday.
If you haven't got a clue, Tony's got the answer for you.
Same thing as always.
Okay.
Do you have answers for us today?
I always have answers.
First question of the day. If you can fix scratches and stains, can you fix burns and fading?
Well, you can always fix fading. Fading, we have a color enhancing sealer. So you put the color enhancing sealer on, it'll bring the color back. So fading is a lot easier to fix. Burning, a stone shouldn't burn. I've yet to see, you'd have to put a blowtorch to it for a while for it to burn. And it still won't burn. What you'll end up doing is popping crystals. So it'll feel almost like a leather or what they call a fling finish.
Yeah.
So what happen is it'll feel rough there, and you can smooth it out. Stone, 99% of the time, stone can be fixed. Whether it's a crack, it may not be, without being noticeable, but it can be fixed. When it comes to quartz, that's the downfall of quartz. It's very difficult to fix quartz. As far as fading, we could color enhance it to try to bring color back. That's why we don't recommend doing it outside, because it will fade fairly quickly.
Okay.
As far as burning quartz, there really is no way to fix it, because you can't really polish the surface. The surface is what it is. They sell quartz repair kits, but it's to do minor repairs. If you burn a piece of quartz, chances are you got to replace it.
Yeah.
Stone is completely heat resistant. Like I said, you got to take a blowtorch to granite or natural stone in order to burn it, or not. Like I said, not even burn it. You just make it rough because you're popping crystals in the stone. Quartz, anything over 400 degrees, you risk burning a piece of quartz. You take a hot pot or pan off the stove, you risk burning your quartz. So quartz is a completely different thing. It's not easy. It's almost impossible to fix something if you burn it on quartz.
Yeah, and I know we've said this before, or at least mentioned it before, but a lot of people don't think about air fryers with quartz, because they get to I think 475 degrees, I think.
A lot of the air fryers
more
today, especially the bigger ones, get pretty hot, and they can, if not burn, they could crack a piece of quartz.
Right, and that heat comes out right at the bottom,
Yeah, the
so
element's
it's
usually
right
on
on
the
the countertop.
Mhm.
So you have to find something to put under it to keep it safe from the quartz, or just not use it on the counter.
Put a piece of granite under it.
Yeah, you could get a
Piece of
cutting
granite and put it
board.
right down on top of the quartz.
You could get a granite cutting board and then have that right under your air fryer.
There you go.
Second question of the day. What are the most popular tile splashes or different type of back splashes? I can't talk today.
Most tile that we see, of course, we don't do tile, but most of the tile we see, and it's usually after we're done, is subway tile. Subway tile right now, because people are still into this white on white kind of look. White subway tile, some shade of white subway tile is the most popular that we see here. For us, we're seeing a lot more full backsplashes, where people will do whatever the countertop is, they will do the backsplash, whether it be granite or quartz, especially quartz with a big vein in it, seems to be very popular. Again, it wasn't one time, then a lot of the tile, the decorative tiles, the mosaic tiles start to get popular, and that look kind of went out, but it's come back in a big way, because a lot of people like that veining of the wall. Yeah. No maintenance whatsoever, and it looks fantastic. So you have the full backsplash in the same material. The tile, right now, I would say, like I said, subway tile is probably the most popular. Subway tile comes in a lot of different shades, in a lot of different colors, and not all of them are a perfect square. There's some that looks like they're handmade. So there's a lot of different styles of subway tile, which probably is a reason why it's so popular. Yeah. The mosaics are still out there, not quite as popular. Mosaics are really good, though, if you have a wall that kind of goes in and out. Yeah. Because they will kind of hug the wall in and out. Tile, the bigger the tile, the harder it is. It's not going to bend. So those are mosaics. If you have a wall that's, kind of wavy, a mosaic would be the way to go.
I think you're right with tile backsplashes being more popular because of the variety they have. I see them everywhere, but I see them in blues, different types of grays, not even solid colors. They even have ones with a whole bunch of different colors in it
Right.
that people are using nowadays.
Well, I always say, put the countertop in first and live with it for a little bit. See if you want to pull some color out. If the countertop is very basic, you want to jazz it up a little bit. But the mistake I see a lot of people make is they'll pick a busy countertop and then pick a busy backsplash. And that is tough to put together.
Yeah.
Because you don't know which to look at first. Of course, you want one to complement the other, not compete. So.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I've seen people do their backsplash color matching like the island color too.
Yeah.
If they paint the island cabinets one color, they'll
Yeah.
do the tile backsplash in that color. So
There's a lot of ways to do it. There's a lot of creative ways to do it. I always tell people, just don't rush the process.
yeah.
See what's available and take your time and do it, because it's not something you're going to replace over and over and over and over. Even if you just want to replace the backsplash, sometimes when that tile's not made to come on and off. So if you put it on and you don't like it, chances are when you take it off, you're probably taking some of the sheetrock with it.
Yeah.
So take your time, make sure it's what you want, make sure it's the look you want. Most tile stores will let you bring samples of boards and stuff home with you. Best way to do it. Countertop, bring your samples home, see if you like them together, and then pick it.
Yeah. Designing's not easy.
No.
Takes some time.
That's
but-
why we have designers and architects in this world.
Right,
Because
exactly.
not everybody has an eye for it.
Those are all the questions I have for you today.
Okay.
Thank you for answering our questions.
My pleasure as always.
Thank you guys for tuning into this week's episode of Ask Tony Tuesday. We will see you again next week, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. See you later. I need a nap.